Hello and welcome back to Wednesday's vlog. It's just going to be a quick one today because we're super busy. I think I've spotted a new project. Keep it quiet if I've already spoken to you about it. So maybe we'll see. There might be a new project. But I want to run through just quickly what we're doing today. A bit of a headache because we've took a job on, like I said, that's ended up being a headache. Got this one to rebuild up. There's one away for MOT now. It's a '09 plate Honda Jazz, as boring as you like. Reliable, but boring and not very tidy. So I would have showed you what we did to that. All we've done to it was an oil and filter change. I've stuck a few light in it to help it through the emissions. And the front discs, we've just chipped the edges off a little bit, but it's coming in next week. It's going to go through as an advisory today. Next week, it'll be or the week after, it'll be coming in for new front discs and pads. So that's that one. There is something out. Oh yes, I'll have to get the key for that one. I'll show you that one. So what's in? A Nissan Note, not a bad little car, just based on a Clio. Really genuinely not bad, these things, especially the petrol ones. As you can see, we've got the leg off as we're busy doing the spring. This is a great kit, this, by the way. I've chucked the box just away before. It's like a full draper kit. Really heavy duty. These, you've got to be so careful with springs, but this is fantastic having this kit. Got the new one already in, built up. I'm just going to now, my dad's away doing the tests, so I'm going to attempt on my own to try and get it in place, but it's quite difficult because you kind of need somebody at the top to get the little nut and bolts in while someone's holding it. We'll give it a try. So that's built up and ready to go. We've got this pain in the arse. This is what I'm saying about when you just get jobs through at you and the end off just being a headache. Like I've mentioned, somebody, yes, I've actually gone more into this now when I find the light. This car has been absolutely butchered off somebody. Up at the top of the engine, there's oil everywhere. There's snap plugs, they've been super glued to the coil pack. Like I mentioned, there's oil spewing out everywhere. The dipstick, I'll try and show you this, but I'm struggling to... let's have a look. I have to just do without the light. You'll have to just see what I'm saying. The dipstick, that's the dipstick, the oil dipstick. Totally loose, so obviously oil's leaking straight out of there. All this... just been absolutely butchered, this thing. And up here, we've been trying to get the snap stud out, which somebody snapped in, and the top one had actually been arrowdited in with flipping putty. I don't know where my dad's put it. So again, simple job, 2 bolt starter motor has just turned out to be an absolute headache. And how do you charge somebody? It should only take an hour to change that starter motor, and we're on yesterday afternoon. We've been on a little bit this morning on it. Realistically, messing about 3 or 4 hours to do a 1 hour, if that, job. I hate jobs like that. To be quite honest, you're better off just sending them out the door. But it's in, now we've started it, we've got to deal with it. And unfortunately, we work at high standards here, so the lad's quite happy for it to send it out with one in. Because one hole we've got free, says I'll just put it in with the one. But I couldn't send a starter motor out, only with one fixing on it. Obviously, like, I'll show you the old one. It's got 2 on. Yeah, 2 on, I'm showing you my bloody face. 2 on. And he's quite happy to have it sent out with just one. Which it was like that, in fairness, because one had actually been arrowdited and the other one was more or less snapped. Barely wasn't. I don't even know how the thing was starting up. It wasn't even attached. But we're not happy like that. If that starter motor falls off while driving and goes into a car behind it, kill somebody. And at the same time, if anybody ever looks at the car and sees an invoice from our garage with a bodge job like that, I don't want my name to it. So that's another reason why I hate taking on like cars that have just been absolutely butchered. The people out there who butcher cars and rip people off, you should be ashamed of yourself. Really, like, this car's just, everything that's been touched on this thing is just an absolute balls up. And these people, this is why, tell us if you agree with this, right? If you were to start messing with your boiler or your cooker, gas ones, it's illegal, isn't it? Do you need a gas safe entitlement? If you start messing on with LPG tanks and stuff like that, you need a certificate. I'm not fully aware about electricians, but I'm pretty sure to start messing on with electrics in commercial properties and new properties, you need certificates. If you want to do something like building on your house, you need regulations and certificates. What I still cannot understand, of all the millions of cars out there on the road, how there's not a legislation saying only qualified people can work on a vehicle, because you're getting vehicles like this with a starter motor which is heavier than a house brick, not even hardly attached, which could just fall off. Yeah, there's a few wires attached to it, but they could easily tear off underneath the car and kill somebody. You know, like brakes. There's people going on who have no idea what they're doing with cars and stripping down brakes, rebuilding them, putting pads in the wrong way with the friction material facing the piston and the metal onto the discs, snapping bolts, not having things attached properly, and they're going out on the roads doing 70, 80 mile an hour along next to people like us on the road. I reckon there should be a legislation brought in there to basically regulate vehicles. I think you should not be able to work on a motor vehicle unless you're qualified. It should be illegal. There's all these people working on their back on driveways and stuff like that, who haven't got a clue what they're doing, and then going out and driving the car on a public road. And they might say, well, it's my car and do what I want. Yeah, you can, but you're sharing the roads with the public. You know what I mean? So, like, when you have the crash in your car because you haven't done something right and you killed an individual who's completely innocent or crashed into somebody else's car, I don't know. That's just how I find it. So, yeah, that's my personal opinion, and I think a lot of people in the trade will probably agree with us. It is your car, you can't do what you want, but I really do think it should be regulated for the safety of the other road users who you share the road with. We'll leave that there, because I've just had the next thing dropped off. So many projects, where's that come from? Unannounced jobs turning up. This key, if you look at it, it's been left on a hob. I've just been having the laugh with a customer, good customer of ours, Gareth. He's dropped this in. So yeah, I'll show you what that's in for. But yeah, pain in the arse, this thing. So got this to deal with. I'll go outside. Like I said, that's just what's been dropped off, a Swift. And we've got this. I'll go look at the Adam first. We've got this Adam in. This is the turbo edition. It's like a 3-cylinder turbo or something like that. Nothing really too interesting on this, but yeah, Adam turbo. Must say I much prefer the colour of the one yesterday to this one. It's got the similar seats, but it's got like the black dashboard. I really did like the colour of that one yesterday. But yeah, it's like a turbo. They're letting you know it's turbo quite a lot, aren't they? But yeah, all this is in for some brake pads, the rear brake pads, I think. And I've looked up on the front ones, the discs aren't great, so what I might suggest to the guys, we'll just do the rear pads today and get it. There's no point in putting the pads on the front discs, let it run a bit longer and then get it in a few months for the front discs and pads. I think that's going to be the best way around this. Plus we're absolutely chocker, so the quicker I can get it in and out the better, because I've stuck with that Corsa in now. I'm also stuck with this. This used to be another car of mine years ago, but as you can see, we've got a burst wheel cylinder. The shoes will be knackered, and according to them, the handbrake is coming right up. Oh, look at that. It's definitely something. I'm hoping it's not the cables. I'm hoping it's just out of adjustment. So yeah, that's that. So now I need this Corsa off the lift. That thing's going to be in, but I've notified them that we're fully booked all this week. Technically, that's not. I've told them your day is Tuesday next week to get sorted. I will try and get it done earlier for them because they're good customers, but we're fully booked tomorrow, fully booked Friday. So as soon as that thing's off, it's just going to be something we're going to do between other jobs. But I just wanted to show you these, which I think are a very good idea, and it saves a lot of time and hassle. Obviously, I've got the 2 handbrake cables. They had to be ordered in from Swindon. So again, always forward thinking, because if we get it stripped down, it would take a day for them to come. So I've got them here just in case I need them. They can be returned free of charge. But these kits that you get, they're not cheap. They're touching nearly 100 quid. But you get the pre-built shoes, and it's saved, because with these, they'll be on there, they'll be rotten, they'll be falling to bits, they'll be knackered. You get everything in the kit you need. So you get the proper spring kits, which attach the shoe to the backing plate. They are normally, these little cups especially, are normally disintegrated away to nothing. And just for something stupid like that, it has you absolutely pickled on the job. You get 2 new wheel cylinders, which obviously, as I've seen, one of them's burst. So 2 wheel cylinders. And the shoe kit comes fully built up for you which, believe me, saves you some time. And all these little springs are normally knackered. This, you even get the new adjuster and everything, all brand spanking new, and it just means you just pop them on, job done. It's not sometimes that easy because you've got to get the handbrake cables on and all the rest of it, but I really do highly rate these. It saves time, and when you're dealing with older cars, when all the springs are snapped and rusty and stretched and all the rest of it. So that is going to get done when the course is off the lift. Like I've said, the Jazz has been serviced this morning. That is pretty much it. But I am tingling away a little bit here, thinking about my new projects. I've just spotted it, and I really like it. And it's something I was talking about the other day. Let us know. If you're watching me weekend vlog the other day, I don't know when I put it on, maybe it's last week, when I did the walk over to Bedlington with the 2 dogs on Mother's Day, and I mentioned I fancied a biodiesel with the price of fuel. So I've been looking for an old school diesel engine, well, a car with a old school diesel engine, to do a bit of fettling with, to get it to run on not used veg oil. I'm not going to put that crap into the engine, but along the lines of, especially now with summer, running at 50-50, so half a tank of diesel, half a tank of clean sunflower or vegetable oil. I'm sure it's the sunflower oil. I need to look into it. It's new to me, but I've never done something I do fancy doing though. Let us know if you'd be interested to add the vehicle onto the fleet, and it's quite a good vehicle. Proved popular, the last one that I had, but this is a bit more up my street and probably going to be a good replacement for the CLK. We'll see. I'm going to actually, literally after this video, I'm going to speak to the guy. He's got it for sale, and he's even offered to bring it across to the garage so I can put it up on the lift. Can't ask for better than that, can you? You can look at a 20-30 grand vehicle and get told to off if you ask somebody to inspect it on the lift, and this guy's actually kindly enough going to bring it across and let us put it on the lift and check, because it is, I'll give you a hint, a T-Reg, the same as this Astra, 1999, so it's old school. I'm not going to tell you no more, it'll just be a surprise if I buy it. So yeah, we'll leave it there. I'll try and get this uploaded as quick as I can so it works with the stuff. Sorry I can't show much, as you can see I'm busy, I'm on my own, my dad's doing a test, so I'm going to crack on. I need to get this video edited, get it uploaded, and that's it. So yeah, thanks for watching. Please leave a comment. What do you think I've bought? But going to buy. Maybe going to buy. Have a guess. And do you think I should do the biodiesel thing? And what do you think about it being regulated to work on a motor vehicle? I personally think it should be. I'd like to hear your opinions on it. So please hit the like. If you haven't already done so, please hit the like. I'm getting 60, 70 views in a few 24 hours and stuff on these videos, and only getting 10 likes. If you don't like it, don't like it, fine. But if you like it, it takes 30 seconds. It doesn't take 30 seconds. It takes 1 second just to go beep, hit the like. Please, it helps. Leave a comment if you want. Ask us a question. Sorry to babble on. One of my subscribers, Chris, has said, Dan, he says, maybe you should try doing a video, or I've had a little bit of extra thought into this one, a live stream. I don't know how it works. I've got no idea. I don't use a computer. I've seen some of the lads who do it, and they've got these big desktop computers with like 3 screens. I don't have nothing like that. I only have my phone. So unless it's going to work on the forward-facing camera, what I'm using now on my phone, I don't know. But he said, why don't you not tell your viewer, do a video about you and your business and how you've started out, what you've done? Would you like to hear some of that? Like, want to know all the different cars that I've had over, I'm 33 now. Obviously I passed my test when I was 17, so I don't know how many years that is, quite a lot in my lifetime anyway. And he says, why don't you not do a video about you, your business, your dad, how you started out, what you've done, where you've been previously, what other garage, which is fantastic. I actually sent him the photos where I actually used to live, where I grew up. Our house had the garage on the back of it, and the garage was 3 times the size of this, just behind a normal house, which just fitted in with all the other houses on the street, but it had a garage 3 times the size of this. Unfortunately, not as much outdoor space as this, nowhere near, but the garage was 3 times the size of this. So practically I could open the back door of a toddler of my daughter's age and just be in the garage with my dad. Literally just open the back door, walk across the yard, and you're in the garage. But yeah, would you like to know a little bit about my life? I think I've put a bit of it in my current family life and my grandmothers and stuff. But would you like to know where I've started out? How many cars I've had? What cars I've had? But I just thought I'd show you this. This probably only dates back 5-6 years. Here's the dog. Watch out, Harvey. Just to show you, that is just a small number of logbooks of cars I've had. Every car I get, there's one there. What's that? A Volvo S60. Can't even remember what that was. A Honda Civic. Oh, that actually was a really nice car. That's my partner's Astra. That's her original reg, and I used to have my plates on that many years ago. Wow, this has been Saab 9.5. Let's do some more. Let's have a look here. Another Saab. What's that? I don't even remember what that one was. Don't know. Volvo. Oh, that was a nice one. That was an S40, but it had the 2.45 cylinder in it. Very rare. Another Mondeo. Audi A4. Anyways, we'll not get into that, but there's lots there. That, I swear to God, only goes back, I don't know, maybe 10 years. I've got some old photographs and stuff. But would you like us to get that big pile out? I don't know how I would do it, but I would get the big pile out and try and put a car to each reg. I don't even know if the photos on my phone go that far back for some of the cars. I mean, I remember them in my head, but I don't know there. But let us know. The guy, Chris Jackson, he's a very good, I hope I got the name right there, very good subscriber on my channel. Me and him speak quite a bit. He's got his own channel as well. Jackson System or something. I'll share the link if anybody wants to know. He does his own channel. He's setting up a car sales place, which I will definitely, when he's got it all set up, put the link description on my channel, under the notes or whatever you do, the description, to promote him, what he's doing. He seems like a really nice guy. He's got the same interests as me. Same mindset with everything. So yeah, I'll definitely, I'm actually going to arrange to go down and meet him, and if I do meet him, I'll do a walk around video of his forecourt and everything, because I think he's just in the process of setting up, I think. So yeah, highly recommend him. Again, if any of you was interested in cars and you're more down his area, highly recommend him. Then just off speaking to the guy and stuff like that. So yeah, we'll leave it there. I should come back to you on a video tomorrow. You never know, I might have bought this new project. We'll see what happens. So please like, comment, if you haven't already done so, subscribe. Catch you tomorrow. Bye.